My sense with this is that I want to do some kind of a bluish background because I have a yellow and an orange and a green. I want to stay analogous to the green and do sort of a greenish blue background probably. But I want to, as I mix my color over here, take into account the colors that I've already mixed and do something that I think is going to work really well with it. I'm going to take this blue that I have and paint it up to the edge of the page. And I'm going to check it against my color. Just going to put it up next to it and see if I like it. I do. I like it with the oranges and yellows, but against the greens, it's not really going to work. It's much too dark and too saturated to work with those blues and greens. I'm going to lose all of my greens and my leaves and my patterns. So I'm going to have to lighten this up considerably. All right, now if I take my palette knife and I hold it over these oranges, it's okay. It's better with the dark orange than with the yellow for sure. I don't love it against the yellow. I don't know that it's really working against the green. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a bit of a purpley blue because that's going to contrast better with the yellow. I'm having a conversation with myself about the three aspects of color, right? So the value of the blue has now come up to the value of the yellow, so they're not contrasting anyway. So I need to get a contrast there in order to be able to see it really. Although I have a contrast of color, I don't really like it against the yellow. It's just too weak. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of a red to it and make a purpley blue. I'm losing my saturation as I mix these two pastels together. So I'm going to do something now that's a little bit more saturated. Dioxazine purple has quite a lot of blue in it. It's super dark, so I only need a tiny little bit. But I think that's going to restore some of my saturation, and it's also going to darken it up a little bit, right? It's going to bring my value and my saturation down. I think that's going to be good. Yeah, purple's going to be good with the oranges, with the yellows, and with the greens. Now I'm pretty much working in a color triad, right? Where I've got purple, orange, and green. Now I've drawn a box around this so that I know exactly where my repeat is. When I get close to that box, I get really careful. Because I know that's where my lines can't move to the right or the left any. They have to be exactly repeated on the grid. All right, so now I've got enough down there that I can put this into it. How does this go? This way? I can put this right up against my purple there. I can put my green right against my purple. Now, here I'm getting a happy accident, which is I'm seeing white in the composition, and I'm almost thinking maybe I want to do some white in there. instead of green. Think how pretty that is with the white coming into the purple and the contrast that I'm getting there. Really nice, isn't it?